this side.
Uh-huh.
And I should have sharpened here, but which I could have if I'd got my hand grinder out.
Uh-huh.
Because when I'm pulling this way, it would be nicer to have that cutting in. Instead, it wants to float a little bit on top, but it still works great. But this is a great tool because it you just grab it. It works just like a hoe. And if you get into some sod, it'll take sod out very quickly with very little effort. It's amazing.
So I'm here with my friend Ron to ask the question after he's had his prototype. So Ron, what's a BGT to you?
It's a great garden tool. It's a tool that I can grab just very quickly and go till a little bit of ground, get some weeds out, as you can see right here. I mean, I'm just standing here talking, and with very little effort, I'm taking weeds out, little chunks of grass.
So the triangle and the open head design allows you to, I can see.
Allows you to turn it and do all kinds of things with just very little effort. You know, and I'm just standing here from a long distance and not bending over at all and just taking weeds out very easily.
So it should make it easier to keep your garden clean because it's not a hassle.
That's right. Just grab it and just in a few minutes you've taken care of the problems. And you might think, because it's pretty wide, that it would be harder to use in confined area, but you can see right there's a small spot.
Yeah.
And with a hoe, you know, you normally have to kind of get it on edge, and there's never really an edge that's quite right.
Right.
But with this, you just turn it on its edge, and because you've got all this surface right here, you just work it in there, and it's done. You got it. They come out just really easy.
I'm going to turn that off.
So, do we like it? Yes.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
It's great.
You would recommend this to your friends and neighbors?
Certainly.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Ron. Hello, all. Dave here. I'm at the property of Pat Muntz, the Senior Master Gardener of WSU Extension Service, who is using prototype number 1 of the BGT. And I'm here now that she's had hers for a few months, number 1. Answer the question that's on a lot of people's mind. Pat, what's a BGT?
Best garden tool ever. It's good. Not very hard to work with.
So what are you finding that you're using it for most?
Well, like, this is just clean up beds. Where I have open space and flower beds, I was running it over early in the spring to get the winter weeds topped out, and it made pretty quick work of some usually deep-rooted weeds that the other, thinner tools bounce off of. So far it's proved to be pretty valuable. It makes short work out of stuff.
So of course we know that we're changing the angle a little bit, but you like the teeth working the way we thought? Okay.
Yeah, the teeth are working just like we wanted them to. Because it gets a hold of something and it doesn't slide off like some other, if they have a straight edge, you hit something and it's going to slide one way or the other. This doesn't. It just takes a hold of them and just push in, just keeps going.
One client's already taken these edges, you guys, and put it on his grinder, sharpened them to a point. He says not only does it cut sod and does everything, he says my wife wants to keep it in the bedroom instead of the baseball bat because of the weapon. I could take off somebody's head before they got their gun out. So a new use of the BGT is as a ninja weapon. Yeah, self-defense.
Okay. But, like we found out, just in playing around, you get a weed or something and you need to push a little bit. Well, yeah, you can and then pop it out of the ground.
So a quasi shovel.
Just, yeah, but I mean, it has that capability of going down a little bit. And
The guy that's the supervisor in the tempering plant said it's because of that spring steel. Well, of course, Steve knows all of this.
yeah.
This is Steve Muntz, who is Pat's husband, who is a, I don't know what you'd call yourself. He's an inventor as well because he makes auto parts for old Studebakers and other cars. You show him a picture, he will fabricate something. So he's a kind of a designer, factory guy, engineer, who's had as much a part to do with this tool as his wife. You know, anything you got to say, sir?
Very good tool. Very pleased with the way it works. And great invention. I'd encourage anybody that hasn't tried it to try it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you see there, I just popped out a
Oops.
nice fat weed. Roots and all.
Good job.
Not working very hard either.
You shouldn't, okay, you wouldn't have to even bend down. You could have just thrown that in the garbage heap.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the nice thing. You just grab a hold of it and, well, there you go. Into the wheelbarrow. Let's see, let's go find some more.
Oh yeah, BGT heaven. Now how much effort is that for you to do?
I'm bracing my feet.
Because we've been talking about a different paint which we'll do on the upper model.
It's not that
color
much.
you like, that yellow with that high gloss. It's about twice the color, twice the
Well,
price.
and this is why it was hard. It was a matte.
Uh-huh.
So, but it still popped it right out of the ground.
Okay. So this next color is, you know, I always thought the basic one, call it basic black, but it doesn't have near the pebbly finish. It's got more gloss, but not as much. It'd be interesting to see what you think, and that's the one with that different angle.
Yeah, that's pretty slick. That takes care of that.
You see how she has to get down? I think the other angle, Pat, I really think you're going to like
let's try
it.
the other angle.
Well,
If you don't
that
mind
one.
me scraping it up.
Oh, heavens no! But then the black one's even
steeper?
more upright.
Yeah.
This one was this batch here. I want you to look at the reversed arch and see they're getting better because I keep telling them that.
Oh yeah, that does make a difference. I don't have to get down.
So I think she'll like the other one even better.
Yeah, this works a little bit better.
Okay, so then the black one I think will even be.
A better tool.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, now there's an interesting point because you can use that somewhat like a pitchfork or
Yeah,
rake
Yeah.
to rake the.
It rakes the small stuff. You know,
I
this
haven't even pulled out the rake this year. I've pulled out my shovel to replant a couple things, but I've just been using the tool trying to think, you know, you pull this out, and even when you got to bend down, I hang on to it.
Yes.
You know, like what you're doing right here.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Well, it becomes a multi-purpose, multifaceted tool that in many instances will replace many of your tools with a single tool.
That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah. Yeah, easily. Oh, look at he's bouncing. You can feel the springs feel.
See this angle? You can get in and get all this stuff out if you wanted to.
Yeah. Using the other end of it.
Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect.
Yep. That's done.
Well, it doesn't get any better than that. Testimonial from the head gardener of Spokane in a lot of people's eyes and her husband. Over and out.